Good afternoon, my YouTubers. This is Daniel Drupsky again for this another update video for this week. For May 10, 2021. Yesterday we had a good Mother's Day so far. And now I got some more tapes I just got probably from yesterday or like maybe over the weekend for my flea markets. And it's not from the flea market, it was from my library down the block and few from my thrift store. And some to keep and some I might be selling on eBay. Yeah. Let's start with some classic and some other comedy titles and educations, children's, and everything for this update video. Let's start with one of the best movies of 1953. Burt Lancaster, Montgomery Clift, Frank Sinatra, and Donna Reed in From Here to Eternity. The winner of 8 Academy Awards of 1953. Made from Columbia Pictures, 1953, and this is on VHS in early 1987. I used to have that on VHS back in New York when I was trying to do some the liquidations. I'm going to open up this tape, what it looks like. Printed it on October 30th, 1986. This tape was printed on the 8th week of 1987, From Here to Eternity. A memorable scene in the movie when Burt Lancaster was doing some romantic things right on like the beach. That was a memorable moment in movie history. On this side, I might be keeping. So now here's Jimmy Stewart movie that stars in Harvey in 1950. And this is the 1990 first release of it from MCA Home Video or MCA Universal Home Video. And this copy is kind of like a reprint. This tape was printed it on 39th week of 90. And on this tape it starts at the special narration introduction by Jimmy Stewart. When Jimmy Stewart was around his 80s at the time when he did this opening. Harvey seems like a good movie. It has Josephine Hall, the one from Arsenic and Old Lace, Charles Drake, and Cecil Calloway. Directed by Henry Kirshner or something like that. And this Harvey seems like a good movie. I'll be selling this on eBay, but I have like the other copy of Harvey somewhere, brand new. Now here's Kevin Costner and Susan Sarandon in Durham in 1988 baseball comedy. A romantic comedy about America's other favorite pastime. And this is from Orion Home Video in 1989. And this one has no previews on it. I checked the tape out. It has no previews. It has the ink label on there. Yeah. I might be selling that. But during the pandemic, I sold the EP version of it, part of my comedy tape. So here's another one. It's called Miss Congeniality, that stars with Sharon Bullock, Michael Caine, and Benjamin Brett. This is on VHS. This is made in 2000. It was released on VHS 2001 from Warner Home Video. Same time it was out on DVD. That's going to be on eBay. So here's a comedy that stars with Tom Hanks, Madonna, and Gina Davis in a lead on their own. The best line in the movie, Tom Hanks says, "There is no crying in baseball." Yeah. Columbia TriStar Home Video release came out in around late 1992. Yeah, and this tape was printed it on 43rd week of 1993. This is like a little reprint. Might be keeping that for like a little while. So here's one of the educational tapes. Here's the PBS video of the Dinosaurs. Death of the Dinosaur. This is just like the Jurassic Park angle. And this program was going to be It was made, gotta be it was probably made in 1990 something. I gotta look for who narrate this. Featuring Robert Baker. This tape has gotta be from 1993. I might be keeping that. So here's another educational tape. Touring the great festivals of Europe. This is on VHS. Gotta be from, it's gotta be from the late 90s. From Costner Incorporated. And I played this tape and it has the def tone at the end. December. I'm looking for a print date on it. But I thought they stopped doing the test pattern since the late 80s and early 90s. Like from Disney's and Warner Brothers. Here's another PBS tape. Stephen Hawking's Universe, Black Holes of Beyond. And this is from PBS Video in 1997. I gotta find who narrate this. This is the third volume of the Universe series. I don't know who narrates it, but I'm going to be finding out the tape. Here's what the tape looks like. God, I love these hard-to-find PBS tapes. Here's Right Delish Destination Right Now. Right Direction, yeah. And this is on VHS from 2001. One of those educational tapes. This gotta be like a 10-minute cassette or something. Sorry about that, I'm just scratching my nose. Now here's a couple of these, Walking with Dinosaurs. This is probably from BBC Video, and it's gotta be distributed by Warner Home Video. Gotta be in the early 2000s. There's a part 1 of this tape, and what it looks like. Printed it on October 16, 2000 it's gotta be October 16, 2000 on VHS. Here's like another one with the dinosaurs. I don't know who narrates this. Narrated by Kenneth Brandeth. I can't pronounce his name. Here's tape 2, what it looks like. Here's the ink label. This also is the same thing as for October 16, 2000. Here's like one of the couple of my National Geographic tapes. And here's the National Geographic tapes of the Creatures of Noble Desert. And this is the 1987 release from Vestron Video, told by Burgess Meredith. I'll check what the tape looks like. This is a word hard to find. Yeah. And here's like another National Geographic tape. Crocodiles, Here Be Dragons. From National Geographic Home Video, distributed by Columbia TriStar Home Video, narrated by Richard Kelly. I wonder if I have this on VHS from like the original National Geographic tapes. This tape was printed on 22nd week of 1993 from the Columbia TriStar Home Video. So here's the Dr. Seuss beginner book video, like ABC's. Plus comes with 2 stories on there. Like, I can read with my eyes shut. Mr. Brown can moo, can you? This is the 1989 original. However, this is a reprint from the early 90s. Recently, they stopped doing Dr. Seuss books. They probably abandoned it. At the end of this tape has a Dr. Seuss beginner book video promo at the end. Now here's the next one. One of the Christmas special sing-along series like the Rudolph and Frosty and Friends. From Family Home Entertainment and Golden Book Video, this is made just for the post office, like the United States Post Office, from 1996, and it's been distributed by Live Entertainment. Ink label, see the print date. Printed it on October 13, 1996. Now here's the one I'll be selling on eBay in the future. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And I used to have this on VHS when it's from Vestron Video or Children's Video Library or Live Entertainment. However, this is the 1994 reissue from Republic Pictures Home Video and Children's Television Workshop. Ink label. Printed it on September 1st, 1995. And here's like another tape, like Walt Disney Cartoon Classics Volume 3 with some, here's Goofy cartoons, like some Goofy cartoons from the 1940s and 50s. Has For Who the Bull Turns in 1953. Lying Down in 1950, A Night for a Day, 1945. Originally, this copy is the late 1987 reissue, and it has no print date on it. It has the barcode right on the left side of this tape. Yeah, I already have like the 1987 original, mid 87, when it has the Deftone at the end. Yeah. Now here's another one of the Babysitters Club, the movie VHS. And however, this is the 1995 release from Columbia TriStar Home Video. On this tape, is printed it on the 7th week of 1996. Now, I got a couple of Fairy Tale Theater VHS tapes I might be keeping. Here's Pinocchio, stars with Carl Reiner, James Coburn, Paul Rubens, known as the guy who plays P.B. Herman. He stars as Pinocchio. James Belushi co-starred in this episode. It was originally released in those big boxes of the Fairy Tale Theater collection from CBS Fox Video in 1984. However, this is the 1987 reissue. It has no print date. It has a barcode on there. You know, these Fairy Tale Theater VHS tapes are hard to find. The next one we got here is Aladdin of His Wonderful Lamp, starring Valerie Bertinelli, Robert Carradine, Leonard Nimoy, the one who was in the from like the Star Trek TV shows or their movies as Spark. James Earl Jones is the genie, and Ray Sharkey's in it. The same Ray Sharkey, he was in Wise Guys and the Idolmaker. And this is the 1987 reissue. Originally came out in 1985. Has no print date. It has the barcode on there. Yeah. The next tape we have is Hook. Hook stars with Robin Williams as Peter Pan, Dustin Hartman's Captain Hook, Julia Roberts, and Bob Hoskins. Made for TriStar in 1991. Directed by Steven Spielberg. Yeah. And this is the mid-1992 release on Columbia TriStar Home Video. This tape was printed it on 23rd week of 1992. That was a movie I used to have on VHS, The Hook. We got like plenty more tapes to be doing. Now we're up to this side. We got This Gun for Hyde. Stars with Alan Ladd and Veronica Lake. Was made in 1942. Co-starred with Robert Preston. And this is the early 1983 original from MCA Home Video and MCA Video Cassette Inc. This is like one of the last titles ever put out from MCA Video Cassette Inc. Around early 1983, along with Abbott and Costello Buck Privates and The Bank Dick with W.C. Fields. Now here's Now here's the 1939 movie. Stars with Cary Grant in Gunga Din in 1939. Co-stars with Victor McLaren, Douglas Fairbanks Jr. Also stars with Joan Fontaine, and guess who plays one of the head Indians in that film? Played by Italian character actor Walter Ginelli. In real life, he was Italian, but he has to play the Indian in this film as a villain. And this is from RKO Home Video in 1985. But I have the one from Nostalgia Merchants when it came out in 1981. But I used to have the 1985 reissue owned by Media Home Entertainment. Here's what the tape looks like, the sticker label. And this was directed by George Stevens, based on the book by what's the kid, the one who did like the Jungle Book. Now here's the 1954 classic, stars with Humphrey Bogart in The Cave Mutiny, that co-stars with Fred MacMurray, Jose Ferrer, and Van Johnson. Cave Mutiny is a great movie. It's Humphrey Bogart's memorable role when he plays the crazy Captain Craig. And I like the courtroom trial scene when Humphrey Bogart was on trial for making the mutiny. And this film came out in mid-1985 on VHS from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. However, this copy I have right here, this is a reprint. It was reprinted on August 9th, 1986. This tape was printed on 38 week of 1985 or something. They must have put like the wrong print date on it. Believe you me, Cave Mutiny was an early 1985 original release in VHS and Beta. We got like plenty more films titles like The Chamber, stars with Chris O'Darnell and Gene Hackman. It was made in 1996. It's released on VHS from MCA Universal Home Video in 1997. Yeah, and there's what the tape looks like. Printed it on the 10th week of 1997. I was only 12 years old at the time. Now we got here one of the memorable films of 1973. Bang the Drum Slowly, starring with Robert De Niro, Michael Morty, and the baseball Yankee coach was played by character actor Vincent Gardenia. Vincent Gardenia won an Academy Award for his supporting role in Bang the Drum Slowly. He was great in Moonstruck, Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis, and the TV show of All in the Family that he appeared in a few times. This is on VHS. Originally came out in the early 1980s. However, this is the 1985 reissue from Paramount Gulf Western Company and Paramount Home Video. This was originally a 1982 release, and this is the sticker label, what it looks like from the early 80s. Yeah, this tape was printed on the first week of 1986, after leaving 1985. You know, Bang the Drum Slowly seems like a good movie. I might have to keep that. That was when Robert De Niro dies at the end of the film of cancer. Now here's the green card, which I don't care about. Green card that starts with Gerald something and Andrew McDowell, something like that. From Touchstone Home Video, I used to have the demo tape of it back in New York. This tape was printed on June 3rd, 1991. I'll be selling this. Then I got this mystery comedy. It stars with Laurence Olivier and Michael Caine and Swift. Think of The Perfect Crime, Danny Go won Steph Familia. 4 Academy Awards nominations. And I have it on VHS when it came out in Media Home Entertainment in 1983. And this copy I have right here, 1988 reissue from Video Treasures, recorded it on EP or the LP. But the one I have is the SP one. Yep. Here's the ink label. Yeah. Selling that. Now here's some more tapes we got here is All the Perfect Horses, stars with Matt Dillon, Henry Thomas, the one from E.T., and Lucas Black. and Pine Lou Curs, one of the best films of the year. And this is on VHS from 2001 from Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment. Same time it was out on DVD. Here's the ink label. This tape was printed on 27th week of 2001. That was when VHS tapes were dying at the time. Well, we're getting done. Now we got here Fanny and Alexander double length. 6 Academy Award nominations. It was made in 1982. And it's by Ingmar Bergman's film. Original Swedish language version. Insuable in English. Yep. And this is on VHS in 1984. Originally from Embassy Home Entertainment. And however, this tape I have right here, this is the vertical sticker label from 1984, and this tape was reprinted in 1987. At the end of the tape, I just checked out, it has the Warner Home Video FBI warning screen, the one in black from 1983. They used that with the other Samuel Goldwyn titles on VHS when it came out in 1985, like Best Years of Our Lives, Ball of Fire, The Little Foxes, and Dodsworth. And also, they use that FBI warning screen for Wuthering Heights, These Three, Dead End, Hans Christian Andersen, Sequel Life of Walter Mitty, Princess and probably they used it in They Got Me Covered, and in the opening of The Kid from Brooklyn. Now, the next tape we got here is The Paper Chase. Stars with Timothy Bolton and also stars with John Houseman. The one who St. John Houseman plays the teacher instructor from the first Naked Gun when he had a cameo. Born in 1903, died in 1988. Originally, this movie, Paper Chase, came out in Magnetic Video Corporation in 1979. Originally, this movie came out, it was reissued in 1982 VHS from 20th Century Fox Video. And this copy is the 1987 reissue from CBS Fox Video. Has no print tape, has a barcode. On the tape master on this tape, it has the 1982 tape master from 20th Century Fox Video. Now here's a memorable Danny Kaye film, which I have on VHS recently. Hans Christian Andersen, one of the best loved family films ever made. And this is the 1987 reissue from Embassy Home Entertainment, Samuel Goldwyn's Classic Collection. And I'll be selling this in the future along with some other tapes. Sticker label from 1985. This tape was reprinted in 1987. However, the 85 copy I have doesn't have hi-fi model. But this has got to be like a little reprint. I got to close this box. It's being a real pain in the butt here. Now I got something I might have to add some other copies of this. Kelly Smith's Body Basis. And this is from 1986 release, 85 release, got to be from JCI distribution. Show you what this tape looks like. At my library, they do got like a lot of copies of this workout video. No print date on it. Now here's like another workout video I just got. It is Tony Little's target training workout tape. And this is on VHS from 1993 from Peter Pan's Industry and Paradise Video. No print date on it, and yep, might be keeping that. So here's the third man. That stars with Orson Welles, Joseph Cotton, and Trevor Howard from David O. Selznick, and it's a public domain movie. This is released from Howard Road Studios Award Movie Greats. Doesn't have like the original box but I might have to keep it for temporary. Now here's a 1945 World War II film, Walk in the Sun, starring Dana Andrews and Richard Conte. The one I have, it's like the Hollywood Classics tape series. I'm going to open up this box. And also stars with Lloyd Bridges. I'll be selling that. Long as I got A Walk in the Sun on VHS. I got it almost 10 years ago when I was in the thrift store in Queens. Now here's like one of the best loved Western films of all times. Alvin, Ladd and Shane, 1953. Co-stars with Jane Arthur and Van Huffelen. Directed by George Stevens. Jack Palette was the villain in this film. Shane, don't leave! Shane, come back! Originally, Shane was one of the best-known Western films of all times. And this is originally it came out on VHS back in 1979 in one of those big thin boxes. Then it was reissued in 1980, and however, this is the 1985 reissue of Shane. Show you what this cassette looks like. The vertical label from the late 1970s, and here's the 1986 end label reprint. Printed it on December 5th, 1986. Now here's like another movie I'll be selling on eBay. Bonnie and Clyde stars with Warden Bailey and Faye Dunaway. Co-stars with Michael J. Pollan, Esther Parsons, and Gene Hackman. Directed by Arthur Penn. One of the greatest cops and robbers movies of all times. It was based on a true story. It was made in 1967 for Warner Brothers 7 Arts. Originally came out in WCI Home Video in 1979. Then reissued in 1982 in the clamshell. And this is the 1986 reissue of Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. However, maybe this tape has a deftone at the end, but someday I'll get like between the first release or the first reissue. Now here's The River Wild that stars with Meryl Streep, Kevin Bacon, and David Strathairn, something like that. Stars with John C. Reilly, yeah. And this is on VHS 1995 from MCA Universal Home Video. And here's what this tape looks like. Printed it on the 8th week of 1995. And here's like one of the best popular musicals of all times. Barbra Streisand and Omar Sharif and Funny Girl. And this copy of Funny Girl is the 1985 reissue. One of my previous update videos I showed you Funny Girl in the 1989 reprint in a slip cardboard. Then I showed you recently, a couple of months ago, early 1983 first original release and the first reissue in late 1983. Pretty soon I'm going to show you like 2 different copies of Funny Girl in my right on like the other channel. And there's a sticker label from 1985, and this tape was printed it on 27th week of 1986. Funny Girl is really a great movie. Also stars with Omar Sharif, Walter Pidgeon, and even Anne Francis. Featuring some good songs Barbra Streisand sang. People and Don't Rain on My Parade, No Matter What My Man Is. The next one we got here is a a couple of Shirley Temple colorized tapes, like Heidi from 1937, and this is the 1994 release from Fox Video's Family Favorites collection. This is printed it on the 7th week of 1995. It's going to be on eBay real soon. And here's the Little Colonel, Shirley Temple, Lionel Barrymore, and Bilbo Jingles Robinson. This is another one in her colorized series. This tape was printed it on the 50th week of 1994. It was near like the end of the year.